one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Well, this is about as decorated a kickboxer as has come into this division in some time, DC. And if we get a kickboxing match tonight, he ain't losing.
He is a championship-level kickboxer, a guy that can stand in the pocket and trade and kick and punch with anyone. He's constantly throwing things from as close as you can get. He's comfortable throwing leg kicks. He will drive knees into your body. But it's the aggressiveness and the ability and willingness to stand in the pocket and trade that makes him truly, truly special. I think that is what separates kickboxers, the high level from everyone else.
He understands distance as well as any striker in this division. Of course, that is a byproduct of a lifetime of repetitions in the kickboxing space. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. Well, the tension is palpable as this fight gets underway, and it'll be interesting to see how this matchup plays out. Definite striker on one side against another guy who can really do it all.
And in those situations, normally the guy that's more well-rounded will be the one that will find success. I want to see how this plays out.
Well, we told you off the top he had the reach advantage, and you saw it right there with that punch. Choi gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. So unable to connect on the uppercut. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. Doing a nice job elevating with those knees.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, beautifully timed on the overhand right counter. Nicely done here in the early going with the takedown. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Choi. All right, close guard now. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
And he landed the right hand there.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, an educated jab there. I can watch this dude jab all day.
I mean, he's so light on his feet, and when he pops that jab, it comes right back to his face.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
All right, single collar tie now. Just misses with the straight right. Again,
Back into the position. Oh, that one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. Nice 1-2 there. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on.
Oh, some big punches raining down here, picking his spots well, and hasn't chosen to engage his opponent on the ground necessarily, posturing up and making these shots count.
I mean, why would he when he's having so much success doing it and fighting in this exact same manner that's pleasing to be ahead in the fight right now? Nice kick. These guys are going at it.
Oh, really making good use of his reach advantage as he lands the straight punch there. Oh, that's a good strike there by Choi. Oh, really good job by him there to raise the guard, DC, and block those shots coming his way.
He does a great job of blocking all incoming strikes.
Oh, beautifully placed in time kick there by Anderson. Right punches there. Very nice leg kick there by Anderson. 30 seconds now to go in the opening round.
He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Oh, strong punch there by Choi. 20 seconds left. He's got a serious right punch, and he went to it effectively there.
It is his money shot, and he will continue to throw it until he finds a knockout.
5 minutes in the books. Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
Take a seat. Deep breath. Breathe. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen. You're doing absolutely awesome. I want you to... All right, second round is underway. Your thoughts on what we saw over the first 5 minutes?
I saw a very competitive round. It was very strategic. Expect these guys to really pick it up as we go forward in this fight.
Choi gets hit by that kick to the body. Anderson's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Misses with that punch. Straight right, he misses.
Good punch lands.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Ooh, blocks the shot. Connects with a right. Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the feet.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Anderson.
What a big-time takedown.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Choi's back in half guard. Under 3 to go, round 2.
He loaded up with that right hand, too.
And he's able to work his way back to his feet. Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Man, striking class is in session. Beautiful punch there.
Great job landing. What a damaging punch.
Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up.
Oh, that's a good right hand. Oh, nice job to slip off the center line there. His head movement has been a huge, huge factor defensively in this fight.
You can never be a stationary target, so even if the feet aren't moving, you gotta be ready to slip that head at a moment's notice.
Just missed with that right hand. All right, so he's landed some, taken down by Anderson.
It's going right in the mouth.
Back mount now. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Anderson.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Anderson's lower jaw very swollen now. Time to bite down on the mouthpiece and move forward.
Beautiful strike.
Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work.
Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab, DC?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab, but you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch in the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon. Look at the force behind that leg kick. Oh, big punch lands. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Nice kick there by Anderson. Seconds winding down in round two.
There's no tell on that leg kick.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. All right, pretty good back and forth action in the previous two rounds. Your expectations here as this next round gets underway?
I expect the action to really pick up now. These guys have to lay it on the line as we start to approach the end of the fight. Nice punch there.
Back to the jab now, no good. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent.
Let's go, get in there, and I want a hard high kick.
Whiffs on the right hand. Ooh, that strike is blocked. Straight counter, is it? Try to establish that jab. Oh, effective strike there by Choi. Blocks the shot. Goes upstairs for an elbow. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight. He's gonna try to take him down. There you go.
Oh, man, the canvas is shaking as he slams him down. Pretty significant welt to the left side. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Good work from the top here by Anderson. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Closed guard. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, has the guard closed here. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Shows him the left and then follows it up with a right. Nice 1-2 punch there by Choi. Wind it up on the right there to no avail. Well, you got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, he might be out. Oh, straight right. And they separate.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very accurate.
Nice punch by Anderson.
Sneaky head kick.
Back and forth we go.
Big body kick.
How about that shin? Just out of range with that left hook. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, beautiful jab there by the Korean Superboy. And now he's got that tight finish.
Look at him yank the head and land that beautiful punch from the clinch. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Trying to establish that jab once again.
Powerful leg kick lands.
Oh, and a nice jab by him there, and that's going to give his opponent some problems if that keeps landing.
He's having a tough time getting his offense going because that jab is just stopping him every time. Oh, nice jab. Way to hide that leg kick.
Oh, back to the overhand right. Swinging a miss.
Good stick.
Choi gets absolutely pelted by that head kick.
Forward, forward, forward.
Oh, collar tie. Oh, beautiful knee to the body by him there. Again, we talked off the top about his size advantage, and he put it to good use there. Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Nice punch lands over the top.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
Last round. Great job putting those combinations together. He's ready to be KO'd.
All right, so the next round is underway. Will it be more of the same? And by that, I mean all of those strikes to the body. You got to think at some point the opposition is going to lower that guard or get finished.
And that's exactly what he is hoping for. All those great body shots, all that damage he's putting on his opponent will force an opening up top where he will look to finish.
Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Oh, he tagged him with the punch there, DC. That's an educated left hand.
He's got great timing with his left hand. Great punch.
Very nice leg kick there by Anderson. The Korean Superboy gets lit up by that straight punch. How good is that right hand? Oh, there's the swing and there's the miss by Choi. Just misses there with the left. Oh, caught him with a head kick. That at least partially landed.
Oh my goodness, he got kicked in the head and he's still standing.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Oh, and there's the double leg takedown, DC. That is just too good, too easy.
Too good, too easy. The timing was just too good. Before he could even defend, he's already off of his feet, going backwards. It's hard to run backwards, and that's what happens when this guy hits his double leg.
Right hand landed.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here.
Right hand punches the clinch.
All right, so he continues to land that jab. His opponent said he was ready for it, but doesn't appear to be.
You're not ready until you're in there. You can watch all the film you want. You can spar as much as you want, but until you feel a guy with a fast jab like this, you don't understand the precision of that punch.
Oh, and he lands another knee there, DC. It doesn't always pay to be the taller fighter. In this instance, it most certainly did.
Dig and kick.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Swing and a miss with that punch by Anderson. They continue to exchange.
Oh, dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Side control now. Ooh, all right, he's got the full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off from this position.
Oh, because he's so heavy. He keeps his weight down. He really does grind on you with his bottom half. He doesn't do anything with his arms. His arms are free to punch. He's collecting you with his hips and his legs, making you make a determination as to whether or not you want to get grounded, pounded in the mat, or if you're going to give your back up, where he will then start to chase chokes.
A lot of energy expenditure defensively if you are the bottom fighter in this equation.
Beautiful punch.
Oh, that right hand is on point. Nice jab by Choi. So he lands a double jab there. He continues to work off of that weapon, and you felt like that was a big key for him coming in tonight.
Very important.
Oh, huge right hand!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. He's getting lit up right now, John.
Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Beautiful level change.
Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Nice punch there by Anderson. 15 seconds to go. Nice job to land the kick to the body there by Choi. 10 seconds to go.
He's in trouble.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
Low kick is awesome.
All right, next round is underway. These guys still look pretty fresh to me. We know cardio is king in MMA, and these guys have it for days.
They have cardio for days. You saw the work rate of the previous round. Let's see if it continues as we start the next round.
Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight. Go
I mean, how many can he take? All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Oh, and that one snapped the head back. The referee has seen enough. Winner by TKO.
He mercifully stopped the fight. A great stoppage and a great performance by this young man.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
All right, here one more time. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 50 seconds of round number 5, declaring the winner by knockout.